What's going on, everybody? My name is Omar and welcome back to yet again another Football Manager Let's Play video. Today it's up to edition number 6, I believe, of that Millwall Save. We've been keeping up with the daily uploads. Obviously feedback is always appreciated before I get into the video, so if you've got anything you want to add in, anything you think I should improve on, please do comment below. It's always appreciated. Your viewership's also appreciated, so like I said, if you've got any feedback, leave a like. Obviously it helps me out, and obviously subscribe if you're new. Anyway, today's game, we'll take on Sheff Wednesday in a live commentary, but before we do that, we should round up the month of January and also the transfer window that was undertaken, I suppose. So I feel like we should fly straight into transfers instead before we do anything. If you weren't around the last video, we did sign Matic Vidra from Burnley, a £2.4 million signing, breaking Millwall's transfer records. He's had a slow start so far, but we'll get more onto that when we go through the games. Happy to bring him in though. I feel like he's going to be a good player for us, and hopefully, with a bit of luck, he gives us that bit of cutting edge that can get us over the finishing line. Like I mentioned, so far it's been a bit up and down, but he's still getting used to it. If you look at his development, he's slowly getting more tactical familiarity with how we play, so he's almost there. And when he's at a full green bar, I'd expect a better return from him. So not to worry just now, but obviously one to keep an eye on. Our other signing on a permanent basis was Jack Simpson from Bournemouth. Happy with this bit of business. He obviously provides a bit of competition at left back and also at centre half. Kind of the Murray Wallace replacement, whose contract expires at the end of the season. I've decided already that I don't really want to renew Murray Wallace's contract. It's just his technical ability is not that great. Jack Simpson's not necessarily the greatest crossing or dribbling for left back, so I'm thinking more as a cover for Jake Cooper long term. But I'm quite happy with the addition. Another one that needs to get to full tactical familiarity, but he's almost there. And hopefully he's in the team today. He'll make an impressive live comm debut for you guys. Our other signing I did allude to in the last video was a loan signing. If you're a Millwall supporter, you're very familiar with this player's name, Jason Malumby. Arriving on loan from Brighton. Last season he was with us in actual real life. He only featured 5 times in the league for Brighton so far this season. I managed to just put an offer in. He wasn't on the loan list or anything. Just asked the question, said I'll take his full wages and make him a star player. And they accepted. And if you look at his stats, I feel like he's going to be that player that gets us over the line in midfield. Obviously, Thompson and Woods have been secure in midfield, no issue there. But with Ryan Leonard departing the club, and obviously only Billy Mitchell underneath in ball in midfielder position, I feel like we need that one more player. And Malumby's definitely that, and offers that competition towards Thompson. And let's be honest, he probably should get into the team eventually. It's a bit up and down at the moment. He's played a few games. Thompson's been suspended. But like I said, we'll cover more of that in the fixtures that we've had so far. And finally, on the outs, I alluded to in the last episodes, Ryan Leonard's gone, Matt Smith's gone, and Billy Mitchell's gone out on loan to get a valuable experience. With Malumby arriving, I felt no need to keep him around and be 5th choice central midfielder. Unless we had a big injury crisis, he wouldn't really play, and it gives him a chance to go on loan to Tranmere, a team who are pushing for promotion in the league. I kind of opted to send him to League 2 instead of League 1, and you can see he's played the last 5 games, 90 minutes of every single game, so good experience for him. Hopefully he improves. I showed 90 minutes of Tranmere would be more helpful, but you can see he's played every single game, bit up and down, but he'll learn from that hopefully, and hopefully he'll improve. His stats are decent, but I'm looking for a bit more from Billy Mitchell if he wants to feature here next season. Bit of an unknown territory for us this season, to be a bit arrogant there. The first game I bring you after the Man United game in the FA Cup was a 3-1 defeat at Nottingham Forest, the City ground. Guerrero, their striker, running away with the match ball, scoring a hat-trick against us. I'll be honest, they flew into a 3-0 lead in this game. After 58 minutes, the game was dead and buried. So the first goal, ball over the top, beat our defence, and a similar sort of goal here. Played through over the top, Guerrero latches onto it and makes it 2-0 on 53rd minute. Fast forward 5 minutes, 58th minute of the game, Jenkinson with a throw in, Lolly here. We just really weren't at the races, and I feel like I always have this blip at some point in the season, and how we nurse our way through it is important, and unfortunately for us, this was the game. Ben Thompson came off the bench in this game to get a consolation for us here. Corner, Cooper there at the back post, Thompson there to tap in at the near post to make it 3-1. And like I said, only a consolation. In hindsight, I made a lot of changes for this game. I brought in a couple of the new signings, the likes of Malumby, Vidra up front, getting his first league start, and it wasn't impressive. I think the tactical familiarity thing is going to be a big reason to watch out for this season in Football Manager. So with that noted, we have to learn from that, and we'll go on to the next game. So after losing on the road, we also had another away game, this time at Huddersfield. And in the first 10 minutes, Football Manager being the game it is, testing us to all levels, O'Brien here steps up from a free kick and buries it to make it 1-0. You'll see the final result. We drew 1-1. Conor Mahoney got us back into the game, thankfully. Thompson playing Romeo on the right-hand side, a nice cut back, and Mahoney's there at the far post to tap in to make it 1-1. And if you look at the statistics in this game, hard one to take. We was on top the whole game. Aside from that free kick, we weren't really troubled by Huddersfield. But hey, we're going through a tricky spell at the moment. We're getting it out of the way early. We're not doing it towards the end of the season where we need it most. And you can see from the stats, we're still playing well. We're just not really converting our chances. So with Vidra still trying to get up to full speeds, hopefully now he is almost there. I'm hoping, like I said, he can be the player that can catapult us towards, the promotion places, so to speak. And when I say promotion places, we're already still in them positions still, because we flew off to a good start this season. But I'm just looking for that little bit more, just to make sure that we're safe and not have to go down towards the last few games of the season, looking to get some valuable points. So after that Huddersfield game, we were actually without a win in 5 league games, 6 in all competition at this stage. We had our first home game in a while, and we thankfully got a win, a 2-1 victory over Norwich City. Important note there, Matches Vidra scoring a goal from the penalty spot, his first goal for the club. Then in the 12th minute, a quick double here. Mason Bennett getting second for us. I think he's 9th for the season. As you can see, cutting in from the left, something that we've seen quite a few times with him this season, and buries it into the bottom right corner. A key finish at the time. And then in the 83rd minute, just to make things a little bit tense for us towards the end of the game, and yes, they'd had chances after this, Onel Fernandez races away on the left-hand side. We're probably committing too many players forward at this stage of the game. Something I'm trying to work on, especially when we've got the game in the bag, you could say. And Fernandez races away, buries it to make it 2-1. But like you say, on the stats, we deserve to win it. 2.42 XG. Could have scored more, probably should have. But thankfully got a win to kind of shake off the hoodoo. And obviously our first win in 5, like I said, so it's very important for us. The last game of the roundup on the 30th of January was a trip to Cardiff City Stadium and to play against Cardiff. A 2-2 draw in this one. We got off to an early start. Nice one again, 14 minutes in. A little bit of a fumble in the box. Romeo eventually picks up the loose ball, feeds it to Alex Pritchard, who scores to make it 1-0. We didn't hold on to it long, however, as I think it's Ruben Glatzel. I could be wrong with his first name there. But a big striker for Cardiff races through. Us playing a high line, getting caught out again. And they make it 1-1. That's 20 minutes on the clock. In the second half, 6 minutes into the second half, we seem to make a knack of starting after half-time or the start of the game, getting goals. Malumby here, feeding Marlon Romeo with a superb finish to get his first goal this season. Unfortunately for us, in the 83rd minute, we couldn't hold on to the 3 points. I went a bit more defensive. I mentioned about trying to watch out for, the fullbacks to come in. And just a simple ball over the top. We get caught out again. The high line, again, getting us. Something I need to work on. I think, just keep an eye on it during the game to see if the team's trying to exploit it on the other side. But unfortunately for us, we dropped the 3 points, but we didn't lose, and we've only lost twice all season, so I can't complain too much. Match stats again backed us up to win this game. I think it's coming though, so hopefully we've got through our dodgy spell. Now that January's gone, no uncertainty over players. The likes of Jake Cooper being wanted, it's not helped, I suppose. So with that all gone now, we can hopefully blitz the rest of the season and get to the promised land of the Premier League. Here's the league table. Not as pretty as it was last episode. I think it was 9 points clear of 3rd place at the time. However, still a 6-point buffer with 19 to play. If you asked me if I wanted this at the start of the season, of course I would have. I think just, the real slacking thing for us, you've got assists here of Alex Pritchard, clean sheets from Bielkowski, average rating of Jake Cooper, 7.41. Player of the match is Connor Mahoney. We're just missing that out-and-out number 9 to score the goals. And I think that's all we're missing to kind of propel us into being like an ultimate force in this league. I can't complain. We've only lost 2 games all season, both away from home. The home form's been superb. Nottingham Forest and Preston, 3-1 and 2-1 defeats. It's been one of those seasons, I suppose. I can't really complain so far, but I just fear with how we've done in the January month, if we don't get over this little hoodoo and get a few wins on the board and get a bit of form again, we could easily get sucked into this little trio here, maybe even quad of teams here. You've got Huddersfield, Bournemouth, Blackburn and Brentford, who can easily string together a run of form with obviously Armstrong scoring goals, Ivan Toney scoring goals. It's just, we need to be careful about that. So hoping today against Sheffield Wednesday, who are languishing in 19th place in the league. Obviously, they had a 6-point deduction, so they would have been 16th otherwise. At home to them, we should be really taking the game to them and looking to get all 3 points. And here is your team news for Millwall versus Sheffield Wednesday. In goal for us, we've got Bartosz Bielkowski, Marlon Romeo at right back, Scott Malone left back. The centre-half partnership of Jake Cooper and Jack Simpson. I didn't touch on it, but Sean Hutchin picked up an injury in training. He's out for 6 to 7 weeks. I think he's about halfway through that spell now. And it kind of coincided with us conceding a few goals. I don't want to frown upon it too much because we shouldn't really rely on too many players. So with him being injured, I'm hoping now Simpson, who's got a bit more familiarity with how we play, can step into that void and, you know, obviously provide able cover. In midfield, the two holding midfielders are Jason Malumby and Ryan Woods. The trio behind the striker is Mason Bennett on the right, Alex Pritchard behind Matej Vidra, with Conor Mahoney on the left. Jed Wallace on the bench for us. Not really done it last few games. His form is like 6.66 over the last 5 games. Not really contributed any goal scoring attempts or anything either. So I had a word with him about his performances. He disagreed with me, saying he's been doing alright. So with that in mind, he's benched for now. I'm sure I'll turn to him if I need him though, and hopefully he will come good for me because, as I've always said in the last few episodes, attribute-wise, he's our best player. We've got a strong bench otherwise though. Hayden Muller on the bench, Murray Wallace, Sean Williams, Ben Thompson, Halilovic and Charlie Austin, and of course Jed Wallace. Key players to look out for Sheff Wednesday. Not really sure. Jack Marriott's a good goal scorer. Izzy Brown on loan from Chelsea. Barry Bannon's always a lethal player in the middle. You know, you can always pick out passes to watch out for. The same with Adam Reach. Assistants telling me to watch out with him, giving me some instructions to show him his weaker foot. So yeah, we'll fly into this game now. Hopefully we can get 3 points and put behind our bad run of form. So obviously for the team talk, I'm looking for a good performance today. So I'm going to point finger and say we should be winning this one fairly comfortably. I don't know. I'm trying to think. We're the favourites here and we should be winning this comfortably, I'm going to say. Good motivation from a lot of the players there. I'm going to tell them I have faith in a few of them. Just get them all to more green. Vidra, I've got faith in you. Everyone's motivated. We're playing on attack. I'm expecting a quick start to this game and hopefully get 3 points. I'm not, you know, the Football Manager always throws his curveballs throughout the season. You could be winning every game and even be a top side, the likes of a big 4 team, Liverpool, whatever, in the Premier League. You still have them moments in the season where you got to look out for form. Early doors there, I just saw Vidra picked up an injury by the looks of it, but Mahoney's got a corner here, whips it into the back post. It's been disallowed. I don't know if Cooper's been adjudged to put out a foul there. Referee assistance flagged. Matej Vidra is offside. Interesting. Mahoney, ball into the box. Cooper. Does he interfere with the keeper there? I think that's extremely harsh, to be honest. Cooper at the back post made a nuisance of himself. Vidra has possibly suffered a pulled groin, which is superb. Things you'd love to see. He seems to be okay at the moment. His heart condition is not too bad, I don't think. So I'm going to leave him there for now and ignore it. Morale just seems to be not quite there at the moment. Need players to be happy and enjoying their football. Great attacking chances. Here's another set piece. Mahoney on the corner. Whips it into the back post to Cooper, and he's hit the wrong side of the post. Vidra's picked up a knock. Looks like a pull groin, and he's gone down to red heart. Okay. So Vidra's coming off by the looks of it. A pull groin muscle. He'll be out for a little while, I'd imagine. We'll bring on Charlie Austin, who hasn't obviously done it for me recently. So show me what you got. I want to see a good display today. Again, no clear-cut chances created in open play. Sheff Wednesday, I imagine, playing quite deep, not really offering too much on their own accounts. So I'm going to go very attacking for the last 10 of this first half here. Be a bit more direct with our passing. And we've got a highlight. As soon as I made them tweaks with Sheff Wednesday, we're throwing here. Izzy Brown, good save by Bielkowski. Safe hands indeed. And 40th minute here, we've got a throw-in with Marlon Romeo on the ball. Goes towards Bennett, who flicks it on. It's cleared away eventually by Barry Bannon. Here's Jack Marriott, kind of isolated on his own up top. Adam Reach. Aidan Flint plays it long. Malone picks up the loose ball. Can we string together a nice bit of move here? Here's Malumby, goes out wide towards Mason Bennett. 1-on-1 with the defender, goes to Romeo. Ball into the box, Mahoney, it's cleared away. Woods to Malumby. This is better. Here's Scott Malone. Goes for goal from the edge. It's saved by Westwood. Bennett's there on the rebound and he's offside by the looks of it. The shot was blocked anyway. But again, nothing too much to shout about. Here's the corner. Mahoney back post to Cooper. He flicks it on and Simpson, I think there, had a chance to head it clear into goal there. But Westwood saved it. Back post again towards Cooper, who heads it over. I have changed set pieces a little bit so that we can aim for the back post because obviously we've got a 6'6" centre half there. Pritchard here, back post to Romeo. It's easy save for Westwards. We've been knocking on the door a bit more here towards the end of the half, going very attacking. Here's Romeo, ball into the box. Charlie Austin's there. He's hit the post. A good end to the first half. Gone very attacking towards the end, and it seemed to make a difference. I'm really not impressed, to be honest. I'm going to point finger and say I'm not happy with performance at all to anyone there. Cooper's on a 6.9. Scott Malone on a 6.4. I'm going to tell him, look, I'm disappointed with defensive efforts. I'm disappointed with the midfield. And, I mean, Charlie Austin, I can't really berate too much. He don't just come on. But I'm really disappointed with the side at the minute. I'm looking for a response early doors here in the second half. Still on very attacking. We'll have to see what we can get from this game now, because you just need that bit of luck. Here's Bennett here. Good block by Penny, and he goes out for a corner. Guess what we'll aim this for? Mahoney goes towards the back post. Ryan Woods is there. It's a good save by Westwood. It's going to be another corner to Millwall. Here we go again. Conor Mahoney to whip it in. Back post it goes. Cooper's there, and he's headed it over again. I would have thought Jake Cooper could get an effort on target a bit more often. We've had 18 corners in 50 minutes in this game. Unbelievable, that. 53, it's a free kick to Sheff Wed. Penny's on it, and it's a good save by Bielkowski. He pushes it away, and Romeo makes sure by clearing it into the stands. We've seen nothing from really Sheff Wed, to be honest, aside from that set piece there. An hour on the clock. I've not made a change yet. Romeo to Bennett. Tries to get to Pritchard, but it's cleared away. We're 2 against 1 at the back. I'm content with that, as long as I don't throw any more players forwards. Saying that, here's Marriott. A loose pass there from the midfield. Cooper's tackled him. And there you go. Unbelievable. Jack Marriott scores. I did say pre-game to watch out for him. We've lost the ball in midfield. Murphy picks it up. And it's just poor defending here. Cooper goes for the tackle. He's one-on-one with him. Goes to ground. Maybe should have stood him and took him away from goal. Instead, Marriott gets the luck there. Falls to him. And he buries it. 1-0 Sheff Wed. I'm going to say he gets around the play. You lot are my witness in this case here. Let's see if we can change things up. I'm not entirely sure where it's going wrong, to be honest. We're just not creating chances. I've changed our training in the last couple of weeks to do more chance creation and chance conversions. Doesn't seem to have had an effect so far. I'm going to make 2 changes here. I'm thinking what we're going to do. I'm really not sure. I want to get Jed Wallace on to prove a point, because we've fallen out the last couple of days. So I'm going to bring on Jed Wallace for Pritchard. Got Bennett and Wallace around. Get Bennett to be a shadow striker behind Charlie Austin. And then I'm also going to bring on Ben Thompson for Ryan Woods. Move Thompson to a ball midfielder, Malumby to deep line playmaker. I'm going to make it clear. I'm looking for you to make a difference. I need 2 players there, team leader Jed Wallace and highly influential player Ben Thompson. I need them both to come in and make a difference here. An hour's played. I would demand more from the side. We've got some green faces. People are, looking happy by the sounds of it, if you take that as face value. Here we go. A throw into Sheff Wed. Dom Iorfa here. Goes to Bannon. And then we're going to pick him up. Tackle him. He skips past the tackle there. Malone doesn't really do much there. He's been a bit poor recently, especially in this game. Here's Iorfa. He goes into the box. It's thankfully disallowed. Murphy had the effort there. Bielkowski saved it. And it fell straight into the path of Marriott, who's in offside position. A let-off. Here we go from the resulting highlight from that. Here's Simpson on the ball. Goes to Cooper. Come on. Malumby goes out wide to Malone. No real options for him there, and he's passed it straight to Sheff Wed player. Cooper steps in. Here's Jed Wallace, fresh on the pitch. Malumby to Thompson. He goes out wide, but it's a poor pass. Simpson to Thompson again. Come on. Jed Wallace goes forward towards Bennett, who skips past the defender. A neat bit of trick skill there to get past him, but it's an easy save for Westwood. We're 70 minutes in. I need to do something to change this up, I feel like. I'm really not sure what we're going to change, though, to be honest. Play out defence less, go a bit more direct. Play a bit more wider, maybe. Am I being a bit naive by not going 2 up front? Maybe I should go for 2 up top. I'm even doubting myself at this point here. I'm going to go with a pressing forwards. And obviously Charlie Austin next to him. 4-2-2-2. I'm not expecting Sheff Wed to throw players forward, so hopefully we can just throw our players forward in this case. 74 minutes on the clock. I'm going to berate the players. They're all reacting in a positive fashion. We can't buy a chance at the minute. Here's Malone with a throw into Mahoney. Charlie Austin, who's dropped deep. Malone's overlapped. Cuts it back to Mahoney. Charlie Austin's there. It's a poor shot. That is shocking. 80 minutes on the clock. 19 corners in this game for the home side. I'm trying to think what else I can change here, to be honest. I'll move these 2 to wing backs maybe. See if they can gallop forward and make an impact. Wing backs on attack. I'm just going to leave it to play out, to be honest. I'm going to do a shout command when I can do it, I think 84 minutes. Because obviously you can only do one every 10 minutes. And here's a highlight before I do that. Is it going to be a corner? Oh, that's nothing. Thanks for that, Football Manager. A free kick here in the 85th minute to Sheff Wed. Ball into the box. It's 2-0 to Sheff Wed. Oh! This fucking game! It's 2-0 to Sheff Wed. Unbelievable. That's so poor. Back post header. Another thing we've struggled with is defending set plays. Another thing that I've been trying to work on in training. I'm going to fire up the boys because I don't think I can do anything else at this point. We're kind of clutching at straws here. We've created nothing. Our XG is 1.24. We should have at least scored a goal. Theirs is 0.55. One mistake and one set piece. Wallace here whips it into Cooper, who hits the crossbar, and that just kind of tops off our night, to be honest. Positives to take from this one. Vidra's injury, that's a positive, I suppose. No goal scored, that's a big positive. And conceding 2, oh, that's a negative. It's just annoying because, like I said in Football Manager, right, there's always these moments where there's 4 or 5 games you just can't buy a win, and you get a lucky win to scrape through it, and then you need to capitalise on that. Going to be all over here. Wallace here on the right hand side. Goes to Bennett, it's block shot, and that's full time at the Den. Our first home defeat of the season. Only our 3rd defeat all season. I'm going to throw the water ball. That wasn't good enough. I'm going to criticise the players. I'm really pissed off. I'm disappointed with defensive efforts. Disappointed with your playmaking efforts. And I'm disappointed with your forward play. Back to the drawing board before we go to Namadeski. The gap is now 3 points to Bournemouth and Huddersfield. Really, really, really annoyed. And only 3 to 4 days, I suppose, for Message Vidra. I think, you know, I'm not going to be too hasty because 3 defeats all season. It's just only 1 win since the turn of the year. That cup game might not have helped us, by all counts, don't get me wrong. We had a tough, you know, Christmas schedule, you know, the likes of Bournemouth and Watford. But I'm making excuses here when in reality we should have won games like today. Tough to take, very, very tough to take. With that said though, we'll be back. Start of March at home to Preston. Gives a good chunk of games here. We've got 5 games coming up. The likes of Reading, Birmingham, Wickham, Luton and Barnsley. I'll be honest with you, especially the Birmingham, Wickham and Luton and Barnsley games, I'll be looking for us to try and take 9 points from that hopefully. Especially if we want to win the league this year. Bottlejob incoming, I can feel it coming guys. With that said guys, thank you as always for watching. If you've got any comments to make, like I said at the start of the video, please leave them in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and stay tuned for next time. Take it easy guys. Bye bye.